So you see that. So this is what we are talking about, guys. I don't even know what I was. Obi Christopher, I say you are still on the air. No worries. Thank you very much. Yes, I think I'm still on Facebook. I don't know, but the other broadcast went down. I don't know what happened. They told me, sorry, your broadcast mistakenly was shut down. I don't know what they mean by that. You see, when we begin to liberate ourselves from these things, see, it's a superior revolution. Our president have said it. It is a superior revolution, and that is what we are talking about. A mindset, a different mindset, a different mindset. This is what we need to change our system, to change our economy. Let investors come to bring the factories in Africa. We cannot be going anywhere to say it's investment. There's no investment. You partner with companies to bring that company in your country. And usually you sign a partnership like a MOU to say, okay, in 5 years you operate. In that 5 you can train our people to know how to operate it and all of that. So that is how you you add value to your currency. You bring jobs to your places, not selling crude oil. Not because now, if you want to talk about what is going on in Nigeria, they say, "Oh, the price of our crude oil." Stupidity! You are stupid when you don't control the price of your crude oil. Do you control the price of your crude oil? You say, "Oh, the price of crude oil has come down," and I think that is what I saw the spokesman of the presidency was talking about when the because I saw the video where people are sharing. Now, let me look up for that video. He said that people should not be deceived because they say that the price of petrol will come down when there are refineries. I think that he might be missing the point. The price of crude oil is different from the price of the final product, which is the diesel, the gasoline, and the petrol is different. Because I don't understand, because it was like OPEC. OPEC is the one that determined the price of crude oil. So if OPEC determine the price of crude oil, what about the product, the final product? So I mean, I don't know why these things are not. It's common sense now. Huh? Is it not common sense? If OPEC, if all the countries or companies have given power to OPEC to determine the price of crude oil, yes. I don't know what is that. Oh. Somebody is calling me. I don't know who is calling me, guys. I'm not picking up calls, so are you getting me now? So if we keep selling crude oil to whatever, what about the production? It, let me tell you, the final product, for example, somebody that have more money to buy crude oil, you cannot tell me that you that have small money to buy it and you that produce it, it's not going to be the same. So there is something wrong there that must be corrected. So I saw it, and I don't just want to, like, it's as if I'm going to be countering what they are saying. But you see, the truth is that, just like I said yesterday, as long as there's increase in supply, the supply is more than the demand, it's going to affect the price. That is the truth. It's going to affect the price. I getting me now. So, but my solution, one of the solutions I'm offering is that manufacturing will bring a permanent solution. To Obi Christopher, I salute you. Thank you very much, Obi. I see you. I just came back on YouTube as well, I think, because the thing went off. I getting me now. Manufacturing will bring a solution to that. So let our government partner with companies to come. That is the true investment. It's not when you go and sell and negotiate to sell your crude oil. It's not when you go and negotiate to sell your uranium or whatever raw material you have as investment. That is stupidity, and we have been making that mistake so far. I learned that some people were saying that some Chinese are mining our natural raw material, our diamond in Ogun State and other places. My brother, we have been making mistake. We need to reverse it. You are stupid for you selling your raw materials. They continue to laugh at you. They take Africa as a place where they will get the raw material and they take it to their place. What nonsense. How can you be partnering with a company to come and mine your raw materials and take it abroad? That is stupidity. That is stupidity. Africa, wake up from your stupidity and know what to do. Adetunji say, warning to the people of a particular region, investment will only gravitate towards where there is peace. Thank you very much. Investment will only gravitate towards where there is peace. Yes, of course. I think they have ended the. I don't want to be talking about all this thing because I don't. There's no sense in what they are doing anymore, guys. Even them, they can confirm it. There's no sense in what they are doing. The sit at home is nothing, crushing the economy and all of that. So I came across what one of them was saying, and in fact, I even saw one of the lawyers saying it that sit at home cannot bring any solution. Guys, drink water. Drink water. Water is life. Enjoy your life. Drink water. Mm? Mm, 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 mm. Drink water. So yeah, and I think that is what the City Boy is working on. Now, so we have been talking about partnership for companies to come, manufacturing company to come. Let us explore or mine our resources in Africa, produce it and put it, add value to it, and then we can now export it. I guess because there's a lot of things that we can produce from the raw materials. So our companies, our leaders, our government should be looking at partnership with such industries that will come to Africa to add value to the raw materials, not taking the raw materials outside. But then I know that this cannot be possible if we don't have electricity. That is why I said that electricity should be the number one thing. Electricity and security. Let our government solve the problem of electricity. Let the City Boys solve the problem of electricity. We need steady power supply. Because when there is power, look at it now. In the UK, we have 24 hours electricity. Not just in the UK, in the US, even some African countries, they have 24 hours of electricity. Electricity is everything. We even have coal. We can power our power plant with coal. We have gas. We have uranium. We have everything. Are we not seeing it? Simple. And just like what the City Boy wanted to do in Lagos, if we don't have the technology, we just need to partner with the technology company, maybe abroad, for them to bring their skill or their innovation or technology to Nigeria, and we have the raw materials to power the power plant that will generate electricity for everybody. We need electricity for manufacturing to work. We cannot talk about made in Nigeria product when there's no electricity, guys. When there's no security. Because there are some products, there are some raw materials that we get from farming, from agriculture. Do you know that governments abroad, for example, even the UK government, the US government, they invest in agriculture in Africa. They invest in agriculture in Africa. Do you know what I mean? For example, in Kenya, most of these countries, they invest in agriculture in Kenya. Do you know what that means? Most of this coffee that you see, they came from Africa. We drink a lot of coffees in the UK, in the US. These coffees, most of them came from Africa. They invest in cocoa plants in Africa, tea factories, and all this. There is investment. So how come there are no such investment in Africa, in Nigeria? Have you ever asked yourself? It's because our government is not thinking. They don't think of bilateral, multinational, intergovernmental, inter-countries, bilateral negotiation. They don't have it. In fact, there was during those days when I used to look for scholarships. When I go online, I see most countries have bilateral agreement for sponsorship for other. Nigeria is not there. The same thing is happening to Facebook because Nigerian leaders are not thinking. We have over 42 million users of Facebook in Nigeria, but yet Facebook is not monetized in Nigeria. Do you know why? Because we have failure government. What I'm telling you is a reality. Our major challenges is failure in political leadership. We don't have the mentality. All we are doing is to steal money, collect money, keep money, heap money in pocket and be hiding money, looking for where is money, different places where money will come from. I said, those days when I used to look for scholarship, when I go to different scholarship opportunities, I will see countries like India, countries like Kenya, Some countries like Malawi having bilateral partnership with countries, with universities abroad and everything, and they offer scholarship for their own. But when I check Nigeria, nothing to write, nothing. There's nothing. There's no such thing. The only scholarship available to Nigeria is the Commonwealth Scholarship, which is like a scholarship where, because they are taking the resources from Africa, from Nigeria, and then maybe they say, oh, they decided to do Commonwealth. But there's no conscious effort of the government in Africa or in Nigeria to have a bilateral agreement with other countries and to make sure things are working. That is how to progress. The UK have partnerships. Why do you think the UK is interested in setting up their embassy in Africa, in Nigeria? Why do you think that they have offices, international relations, and why? In Nigeria, you just think that is by opening office to sell passports, to sell visas and passports. No, it is beyond that. It is negotiation and bilateral agreement. This is what is missing. Our political leaders have missed this important part of leadership that they're supposed to bring to us. But I hope and I know that the City Boy government is different. Obi Christopher said the government should invest more on research institutes in Nigeria. This open a gateway to economic growth. Thank you very much, Christopher. I salute you, Christopher. We would definitely make Nigeria to be a better place with our ideas. That's why we cannot wait for this minister portfolio to be assigned. All this, we are just waiting for the judgment. I think it's going to be this month. So all these things will, so that the government can focus and make things work, because there's a lot of things that have gone wrong, and these things are policies, regulations. That is what I'm saying. So let us partner with companies. Of course, the City Boy already have the idea. When he was a governor in Lagos, he already have companies that can generate electricity. Now state government can generate electricity. We need electricity in Africa, in Nigeria, to be able to produce add value to our raw materials, because we have lots of raw materials. If we have any good leadership in Africa, this is what they're supposed to be talking about. It's not to be transporting the raw materials. How can you be exploring, mining diamond in the north, mining, gold, silver, and you are selling it abroad? You are not adding value to it. It's a terrible situation, and that must change this time around. Agriculture will also help in manufacturing. Most of the raw materials will come from agriculture. And I so much love it that the City Boy is already investing in it. I think that was the target of the City Boy, manufacturing and agriculture. 75 billion is already provided to the manufacturing industries. Over 200 and something 50 million again, or billion investment in our manufacturing, agriculture. These are the things that will actually enhance made in Nigeria product or made in Africa product. And that alone is our salvation, is our savior. I'm telling you, it will add value to our currency, add value to our economy, increase our economy, boost our economy. We will not be depending on buying things abroad, importation, where it will devalue our money. The value of your money is determined by how much of importation that you have. Some people say reserve, that is determined by your reserve. My brother, that is a lie. You are storing your money for other people to use it. What is reserve? Do you store it in Africa? Is your reserve in Africa? Or is your reserve in African bank? All those things are nonsense. And guess what? They continue to use African leaders. That is why some people talk about military coup, because they believe that military coup will be the solution. Which I know that military coup is not the solution, because even the plotters of the military coup, the leaders of the military coup don't even have the idea too. It's human being, it's people It's leaders that need to deliver the country. I get me now. Do you understand me? So this is what we are talking about, guys. And this is our conversation. And hopefully there will be permanent solution, just like the city boy is trying to fix it. Electricity. Electricity will enhance our economy. In fact, when we have electricity, there are so many jobs that we can do when you stay abroad. If you can stay in Nigeria and you are working for companies anywhere in the world, you just need internet and electricity. Internet, your device, and electricity. So there's a lot of good thing that electricity will do for Africa, for Nigeria economy. Is the biggest investment. If we can solve the problem of electricity, the migration of Nigerian youth to abroad will cut off by 50%. I want to repeat that. If we can resolve the problem of electricity, 24 hours electricity in Africa, the migration of Nigerian youth graduates will cut by 50%. Because most of the jobs that they are traveling abroad to do, they can do it right from Nigeria. So it's strategic thinking, it's government that understand the future, that is interested in making things work is what we need. And I know that the city boy is already on the track to make this work. And I think we need it to be done as soon as possible to bring that change that we need as soon as possible. Remember what we are discussing, solutions and better solutions. We have talked about investment. Investment is not selling our crude oil, our raw materials abroad. Investment is when we attract companies and technology to the site where the raw materials are or closer by, so that they can start producing and adding value to those raw materials in Africa, in Nigeria. That is a true investment. Manufacturing, partnership, electricity, agriculture. For me, let the government start with electricity. Of course, the government has always been talking about electricity. Let us have 24 hours electricity. It's not difficult. As soon as we are able to achieve 24 hours electricity, manufacturing will be cheap. Made in Nigeria product will be easy to achieve. Somebody say, guy, you dey rub lipstick. Sure, you feel rub am too now. Go rub your own. You no fit rub lipstick. Or you go and sit at home. or you go and sit at home. Wait, I came across a video where the man was saying that that the sit at home is not encouraged. Guys, solutions and better solutions is what we are talking about. And I'm not going to spend too much of time talking about that. I know that the city boy is already doing something about that. We are only sharing our own ideas and contribution on how this can be achieved very, very quick. I came across something. So I told you now, they are beginning to wake up. And they are waking up faster and faster. You keep calling me. Why do you keep calling me? What's it by the time? Hold on. I came across the video somewhere. Where is the video? Sorry guys. I want you to listen to this. As his lawyer, that it does not. Listen, this is one of the lawyers in the Southeast people. There's something that they said now. They begin to realize what we have been talking about. Pay attention to this. He has told me as his lead counsel, as his lawyer, that he does not believe in it, that he cannot be fighting for his people and be shutting down their economy. How do they feel? How will they train their children?
Many a time he cried to me in my presence that he wants to be released so that he can hold a world press conference and address the Indigbos and the Alaigos and the entire world to say, don't stay at home on Mondays, go about your normal duties, work. Because the Bible tells us it is upon the fruits of your hand. I will bless you the labor of your hands. So I'm now re-echoing it again and again what Nnamdi Kanu has told me. He does not believe in that seat at home on Mondays, which cripples the social, economic, cultural, political life of the people, putting them under psychological, mental structure and torture.
Did you see that? Oh boy, na English, oh. But the lawyer revealed something that Nnamdi Kanu wished to be released so that he can make a press conference to the Ndigbo, Alaigbo, to tell them that sit at home is not the solution, is their script. I don't want to put my mouth in this. I don't advise them. Advice. Then they fight me. They do so many things. They do so many things to me. My brother, we don't tire for now. Anything we want to do now. But I'm happy that you guys are waking up. I get me. Nigeria Bello says China has. What do you mean China has, please? What do you mean that China has, please? Please, I need to understand what you mean, Nigeria Bello, please. What do you mean by that comment? So we have resolved the issue with the people from the southeast, and now I think they are correcting themselves. They say that there's no sit at home again. It's going to be economic empowerment day. There's no report of sit at home anywhere in the southeast. Today is Monday, as I speak. I have not received any report of sit at home anywhere. If you have seen any report anywhere they say they are still sitting at home, please let me know. There is no report of sit at home anywhere. Enugu people, they are busy doing their business. Other places, they are busy doing their business. So please, if there's anywhere they say they sit at home, send it to me. But you see, they always use their fake old videos to be deceiving people, all of that. But we know them. They run propaganda. But now, the Igbo people, the Alaigbo and others are now wise. They cannot condone all this criminality again. Because if all they have been doing is to bring them backward, it's not taking them forward. And we want prosperity everywhere, every part of the country. So, but that's by the way, guys. That is by the way. That's by the way. We have been talking about manufacturing. Do you know that the Igbos, for example, in Abia State, there's a lot of factories in Abia State that produces all these shoes. At least I know one of the biggest factories. I mean, it's not just like big factory. Like almost everybody, every shops, they can produce shoes they can produce shoes, all kinds of shoes in Aba. Why don't the government take advantage of that? Why don't the government ban the importation of shoes and invest in all these companies back home that can make shoes? We must start from somewhere, guys. Made in Nigeria shoes. That one is the quickest one that we can achieve. Of course, there's investment of rice already in Lagos, rice factories in Lagos. I'm aware of so many rice production companies in the north. There are plenty there. Let the government commercialize on it. Let's stop importing rice. Let's stop importing shoes. I mean, if anybody wants to import shoes or rice, it will be a very high amount that would discourage it. There should be high, cost on it that would discourage such importation. There are some products that you cannot import to the UK because they already have it here. There are some restriction on product that you cannot have. I think I've tried to explain this before. And they did that so that for the economy to grow, to encourage made in the UK product and in the country product. And I want to ask Alex Uti, the governor of Abia State, to look into it on how to invest in those shoe companies in Aba. The Igbos are already producing something, guys. I can tell you that. They're already producing shoes in Aba. My brother, I remember when the city boy promised during the campaign period that he will make the Southeast the business hub of Africa, right? Business, because they're good in that. That is why I love other countries all over the world. You see, they train their own children right from small on what to do specifically. Basil Okoye say, go look for work. Basil Okoye, go look for work. Yeah. Go look for work. These people, they are a bunch of criminals. What happened? Say it now. So you see, so the government in Abia State should encourage manufacturing, because at least I know that they produce shoes in Aba. This is what we should be talking about. That is why I was encouraging the IPOP Biafra people to focus on something that can bring development to the region. If they want to do donations, they can donate money to invest in a shoemaking company in Aba and improve the technology in Aba to make shoes that it will be viable and sustainable, to be appealing to everybody to buy. We have it. This is what we are talking about, my brother. I said manufacturing. Do you know who is calling? That company is like, he has not gotten somebody. Wow. So manufacturing is one of the biggest solutions. Huh? There are lots of potential in Nigeria, but policy implementation is lacking. That is what we are talking now. We are saying because the city boy is ready to do everything. The city boy is pumping money into manufacturing, but that is why I'm saying it's not just about the pumping of the money. Are the policies there? Are the enabling environment there to encourage this manufacturing? These monies that the government is pumping into 75 billion. What are the other policies and the enabling environment that the government have put in place to encourage this manufacturing to happen? Because my brother, this is not the first time that monies have been invested into all these things and it did not work out. And some of the excuses that they give is that, oh, there is no electricity, too much of petrol generator and all these things. Are you getting me now? And all these things. So, yeah. So that is what we are talking about. So we need an enabling environment to encourage and make this manufacturing to be possible. And one of them is electricity, and that is why I'm talking about it. Policies that will encourage, that will help in manufacturing to work. Ability. For example, there are some raw materials that might not be available in Nigeria. How can we encourage importation of raw materials instead of finished products? Importation of raw materials will not affect your currency. But what affects your currency is importation of finished products to the country. So there's a big difference here. And this is what we are talking about. For example, there are some things that we might need. For example, the machines. We may not be able to, we don't have ability to make those machines that we may need in our manufacturing. And I believe that is one of the challenges that people face in trying to get these machines in their production, for their production in our manufacturing in the country. What are the policies? What are the government system enabling systems put in place to enable us to import these machines and raw materials that will help us to make things work? This is what I'm talking about. Nigeria Bello says China has cheap laborers. We know, but mine, they are trained and skillful laborers. But do we have such laborers? That is what I'm saying. My brother, Nigeria Bello, thank you for that. Is what I'm saying too. Instead of us to have skilled people in the country, we only end up having graduates who do not have skills. These graduates who are not even employable. We have unemployable graduates because they don't have skills. And that's why I said we need to focus on skill acquisition. Go to every household in China. Almost everybody has a skill to do something. But that does not mean that you cannot graduate. You can graduate in your skill, but you should be able to use your hands to do something to add more value. You can improve on it. You can use a technology. You can use machine. You can use a software. Instead of you to use your hand, software can do it. Instead of you to use your hand to count something, a machine can count it. You see, these are the improvements. This is what we are talking about. This is what the government will focus on. If the government focus on these things, it will make sense. I want to see the Senate discuss about manufacturing. I want to see the Senate discuss about policies enabling environment. I want to see the Senate discuss about electricity. I want to see the Senate talk about things that will help develop the country. I don't want to see the Senate fighting among themselves. I'm talking about all kinds of things. IPOP Biafra say, where is your Tinubu card? Do you like it? You want the cap I give you? I have plenty. You have been seeing me wearing different caps now. So if you want the cap I give you, are you getting me now? So that is what we have been talking about, guys. Solutions and better solutions is what we are talking about now. And the city boy have the capacity to do it. Yes, so the city boy have capacity to do it, and we are waiting for that to be fulfilled as soon as possible. We have so many so many engineers, so many scientists, so many software developers that can make things work in our country. And oh, better Chidi say, do you have a skill? Okay, let me read that comment. He said, do you have a skill? I don't think so. Oh my God. Well, let me read. I missed the comment is too fast. Guys, let me read this thing. I really want to see what he's talking about. He said, if I have a skill, he doesn't think so. My brother, don't disgrace yourself. Oh. You can call me now. Let's talk about it. You can come to my platform. Let's talk about it. You understand me? Oh my God, where is that comment? I miss it. I miss your comment. Can you send it again? Apprenticeship should be more implemented in our schools. University is not for everybody. He will do it when the country die. Mba Auchu say he will do it when the country die. Peculiar Ezekiel Mumu boy don't state. What did you say? You wanted to say something else? That money that is making you to boast will soon finish. Oh yeah, let me read it now. I think I've seen it. Somebody, oh God, I can't read the comment. Do you have a skill? I don't think so. Out and your Abado father, you tie is coming to an end. I see that you want to talk about our city boy. My brother, I know you don't love our city boy. But whether you love our city boy or not, the city boy is making progress. We are already a success. Whether you love our president or not, we are still a success. I was thinking that you wanted to say something that makes sense. I never knew that you just want to talk rubbish. My brother, we have lots of skills. We have lots of knowledge that we are even advocating to to even teach and educate others. And by the way, that reminds me about our training. Hopefully, before the end of this week, the training is going to be the program. Remember, the writing program is going to be launched before the end of this week, hopefully by the special grace of God. The cyber security training that we need to do is going to be launched. I'm going to also show you a business opportunity that you can do right from there in the country, in Nigeria, anywhere you are. I'm going to also talk about jobs that you can do even while you are in the country, Nigeria. And I'm going to also show you how to get these things going, because we want to add value to our economy. Are you getting me now? And you don't need money to do any of these things, except if you want to invest in it and start it up. But I can provide the information for you free of charge. So I'm going to provide this information for you free of charge. So that's going to be part of the training, which I'm going to announce it when I provide the link, so you can be able to have all the names. So we are going to do it on Zoom. It's not going to be live. We are going to do it on Zoom, so that we happen to know ourselves, and then we set up everything and it will start working. I get me. So that is what we want to do. So guys, get ready for this opportunity. If you are ready, if you want, you don't need money to attend this training or these classes. I will provide the information for you. Then if you have decided to do any of these things, then you can now get a specialist knowledge in those fields that you will choose to. But I'm telling you that for you to be successful in this government, you need to have a skill, you need to start a business, you need to run your company, and you need to do something, you need to start trading, because that's the best. Guys, maybe we need to explore a lot of things more. Apprenticeship is the best. The UK government is powered by the apprenticeship system. You don't know what that works. How that works is that children that go to school from 17 years, even from 15, 16, 17 years, are being, immediately they finish their school, they push them into the industry, they begin to learn a skill, they begin to start from there and make money. Before you know it, they learn that thing, that specific skill from small, from when they are young. They start it and they begin to grow from 16, 15 years. They have started it. The apprenticeship system is there to encourage it. The resources, the funding, they don't need money because the government have already made the provision. Apprenticeship. It is only us that have been deceived for so many years. We have been deceived. That is why we need the minister, I don't know, whoever that is in charge of the education curriculum must look into it. Apprenticeship must be encouraged. Skill acquisition must be encouraged in that country more than anything. John Sunday say, how far about APC government? That is what I'm saying. It's the APC government that is going to make it work. The APC government is what is going to make. There's no other government that can make it work. It's only APC government. You understand me? It's only APC government that is going to make it work. Sorry, who is this? So people will just be calling my number all through the night. They don't allow me to sleep. They will just be calling me, and most of them don't even talk. I don't even know what they hope to achieve. You understand me? Somebody just called me now. He's not saying anything. Olayinka Michael say, hope you have been doing good. You are doing good. Thank you very much, Olayinka. I see you. Everything is fine. Everything is fine, guys. Yes. So this is what we have been missing. We end up having graduates from the university who do not have any skill. And that is why they keep on carrying certificate around looking for work. If they have been taught a skill, they could have started up a company, they could have started up a business, they could have been able to solve the problems in the country. But because they don't have a skill, they only go there to read book, theories that do not make sense. That is why they come out and they are looking for work. Because if they have been given a skill, they will come out and solve the challenges of the country. There are so many challenges. There are no good roads. There are no good water. There are no factories. There are no agricultural products. And if they have been trained, there are so many people who say they read agriculture, they read zoology. If they taught people skills, people like Rufai on Wise TV or Bingo TV will not be there. to waste the skill if he had gotten one, because he was in the university that only made him to read history and books, fake history and books that did not allow him to this. So our government must look at it. This is how the UK is functioning. This is how the US is functioning, but they will not tell you. They run by the government is powered. The economy is powered by the apprenticeship system that they have. They have colleges which the government has funded already. They don't need to pay for it. Apprenticeship system is free. And let me tell you how it works. You go to school, you are attached to the industry. You go there, as you go to school, you are learning the skill. They pay you for working maybe 2-3 days in a week, and 1 day or 2 days you go to college, and you still get paid. At the end of the day, you get money, you get the experience, you get the skill, you get certificate, and you can start your own. That is how so many startups and businesses are growing up in the UK, and they also have the funding, and the government have a special funding made specifically for startups and businesses that want to spring up. That is how it is. So we need this system to be implemented. We should not only be copying wrong things. We need to copy things that will make our economy to grow. And it is Tinubu that will do it. You understand? So if you don't like Tinubu, just know that you have problem. You don't even need to like him though. You don't need to. You just need to key into the system, and it will work. Are you getting me? Sorry guys, I'm missing all your comments because I think a lot of contribution there. I can see lots of contribution there, guys. Somebody said, Hennis Mbauchi said, you that sit down and talk which work or business you do. This is my work now. This is my business now. This is my work and this is my business. Talking is my work and business. And you are watching me. So you are my customer. Okay? You are my customer. If you want to know any other thing that I do, you come to my office. Falomo said government should change NYSC to vocational training. Then the successful student can be empowered. Yes, that is a very good idea. Thank you very much for that knowledge. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But do we have enough industries that these NYSC people can be attached to? Because the NYSC people are students, are graduates. But I also think that was the reason why the NYSC was instituted in the first place, to enable the graduates to have the experience, a first-time experience in companies and industries. But the problem is that there are no industries and systems, and the problem is that they don't have a proper system to assign these people. For example, I remember those days when I was a student in Nigeria, I read industrial production engineering. Guess what? They sent me to secondary school. They sent me to secondary school to go and teach. I was teaching mathematics in secondary school. So instead of me I read industrial production engineering for 5 years in the university. When it was time for me to practice, they sent me to secondary school. So that is the problem. So if what I'm telling you can be possible if the government or if the ministry, because there must be somebody who is in charge or if the vocational, do we have any vocational ministry in the country? Skill acquisition ministry, like official federal institution that talk about, we know that we have polytechnics and all of that, but all these things is not what we are saying. It's not working. We need a system. So there are no industries that people can be attached. You understand me too? So the NYSC idea is good because I think you are making a sense. Because now we can account for the monies that is going to be given to them. You understand? Because now the NYSC people can be verified people, real people. Maybe they can pass through the universities to actually these graduates that are coming. These NYSC people that are coming out because they are graduates, which of them wants to start a business? Which of them wants to? That is why in every institution, for example, in the UK, there is what is called entrepreneurship center. They have what is called entrepreneurship center. When I was in Nigeria, in my school, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, they only have what they call entrepreneurship, something. studies. We did entrepreneurship studies. We only do studies. They don't have a center like what do they call it? Oh, incubation center. I also understand that there are so many there are some incubation centers in the country, but it's not being run effectively. So this is the thing that will boost the economy, man. This is the thing that will boost the economy. You know, if we want to actually look at people who want to actually go, we can get them from NYSC. Maybe we can build academy for them or something, vocational school or training school for them. These are the people that will empower the economy, guys. It's not people that will come out and look for work. People that will look for work are looking for the job. They don't have anything to add to the economy. So this is where the issue is. It's a long-term plan. It has to be planned very, very well, like by people like us. So we can provide the template for the government. If the government need us to provide the template for them, we can provide the template. That is where I come in. That is my job. So somebody was asking me, what is your job? We are the one that produce the system. It's called SOPs, manufacturing systems. We are the one that put the system in place, run a trial, and make sure we implement it and see how it's going to work. And then we standardize it. After we standardize it, we duplicate it so that people can use it even when we are not there. We can produce videos of how to use it, how to do it, how to implement it. We can produce videos on how to make food, how to make different things. That is where my job is, guys. So if you're asking me, I'm giving you that knowledge. Are you getting me? And then we can now train people that can do that. We can now establish the manufacturing line, whatever. That is our job. We can now recommend technical expertise on which type of machines can we use for the production. That is where my field is. That is where my field is. If you want to know the name of my company, I can give it to you. So I'm just telling you something. Everything I tell you, I'm not making noise. I'm telling you something that I know is working, I'm doing, and I know it can be implemented. Are you getting me now? What again? Sheyi Tai will say, I'm in the US. US, we have some trade schools where students don't have to go to university after high school. They go learn a trade and start working and paying their bills. Thank you very much for that. Hennis Mbauchu said, the only complaint tribe is Ndi Igbo. We will express peace of mind not until Ndi Igbo lousy tribe go and have their country of which we support them and wish them well. You see, that is the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake. Whether you have your own country or not, it will not solve the problem. You need people. What are your people doing actually at the moment? So all this thing is just noise making. It's criminality. And it's because the government has not been stopping it. That is why they continue doing it, guys. Fasat Abiru said, thanks so much. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. You see, we keep on talking about something that will bring solution. Hannes Mbauchi is talking about dollars. These are the people that specialize on importation. That's why you keep on hearing them talking about dollars. If you are wondering why are the Igbos, the Southeast people complaining about dollars, because they are the one that do all these they are the one that do all this importation. They are just interested in importation. Are you getting me now? Importation. So that you seeing them talking about dollar. We don't need dollar. What do we need dollar for? We don't need dollar. We don't need any currency. We need a made in Nigerian product. In fact, the government should increase the tariff for importation. Discourage all this importation. Let us produce in the country. We have the ability to produce in the country. So when we start producing in the country, we will not be thinking about the cost of dollars and all that. What is that? Obi Christopher said, please publish your company. I reside in the UK. Yeah, if you follow some of my pages, you will see some of the companies, some of the things that I do. If you are part of the training, you will understand some other things that we do as well. Kismet always say, you're a shameless criminal, disgrace to your community entirely. Okay, he's responding to somebody, and I know that is not me because I've not stolen your property before. Never steal anything where you get before. Bola say, I really appreciate all your effort of putting sense into people's head and enlightening us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution as well. I so much appreciate that. So yes, so we can move the country forward as soon as possible. Electricity for me, I think, is one of the things that can do that, that can make that possible as well. It's one of the enabling system or factors that can encourage manufacturing, people to start being innovative and creative. Nigerians have always been trying. For example, the guys on internet, on social media, trying to exploit different avenues to, make money. The guys in the comedy, in the music, all those things, because they can actually simply use their phones and create softwares and create videos, content, all those things. It's a skill. Those are digital skills. Digital creators. Don't take it for granted, because this is 21st century, guys. Things are already moving. There is no most jobs are going to be remote jobs and digital jobs, and all these things are technology is what is moving everywhere. So yes, so we can do these things possible and all of that. Nigeria Bello said on YouTube, before we can arrive to the level you are talking about, we must partner with either the West or East, because they have the experts and professionals, and learn from them. That is what I'm talking about. That is why I started this conversation. That the reason why our country is failing is the political leaders. They don't have the technical know-how. They don't have the experience. They don't have the skills. Tell me what Obasanjo was doing before he became a president. Tell me what was his specialization. No, I want to ask. This is how you know the problem of the country. We have been having leaders who don't have any skill, who don't have any trade, who don't have any knowledge. They lack the technical know-how. So they could not move the country forward. What was Buhari doing? Was Buhari a graduate or a teacher or a lecturer? Was Buhari an engineer? Was Buhari a doctor? Was Buhari a nurse? That is the cause of our problem. This is the first time we have a true politician that is complete with the experience, with the knowledge. Obi could have been a failure, though he was an accountant. He was an accountant, but his own accountancy only favors him because he couldn't use it to help Anambra. But this is the first time that we have a true leader that has a specialization. Tinubu, some of you think that Tinubu is just a politician. No, he also has a skill. He's an expert. He's a technocrat. That is how we are going to move the country forward. Look at Ajuri. Look at people joining him. Are people that are going to move the country forward. Let me just pick up this call. Hello, sir. I salute you.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Please go ahead.
I like the topic you are discussing about today.
Yes.
In regard to our country, you are doing a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
But the one thing I keep on saying, I will keep on saying it.
Yeah.
We are not the same people. We shouldn't lie to ourselves. We are genetically different people, culturally different people. Religion-wise, we are different. We must run a system based on our uniqueness to make it work. You cannot use the same problem solution to variety of problems. We know our brother from East. They are purely traders. They are not into not the industry. We know our brother from the North. They are into farming. They know they have their own variety. They are good people. Until we go back to regional government, I keep on saying it. This problem that we've been lingering for over 60 years, we keep bumping like that. We are not the same people. The deities of each tribes are different. You cannot stop people from doing their deities. They must not. So that's why the struggle for domineering of each tribes prevails in our society. Until we go back to that, what make us to be who we are. We keep on looking around for solution. We know some people like industry. Yes, they can do their region based on their own how they are being wired, and run themselves the way they want to run themselves. I cannot go to Kano State now as a Yoruba man and go and prostrate to. They see me as aliens. But within Yoruba, we call prostration, kneeling down as what must be done as a Yoruba person. We respect our leaders. Some people doesn't respect their leaders. It causes confusions. It causes anarchy. We keep on modeling things together on basis of unity system. It's not going to work. We know people in Edo State, they worship their hobas. They love their hobas. But some people doesn't have those things. We cannot ask them to be like that. Because that's not there. They have their gods in Edo State. In the Igbo, they have their gods. We're very different from Yoruba gods. We are uniquely different ethnicity in a country. We cannot be running a system based on pick and mix. It's going to cause frictions in the system. It's going to cause anarchy. It's going to cause marginalization. It's going to cause domineering. It's like you are trying to force on people's throats what is not alien to them. We need to go back to that regional government. We need to respect the identity of people. We need to structure the economy based on who people are. These people love to trade, yes. The government can give them policy around trading in their region. They are shouting about dollar. They can do things that make things work for them in their region because that's what they are. The Hausa people in Kogi State, they are big-time farmers. They are big-time farmers. They can run their system in their region, mid-belt region, Plateau State, Kogi State. They are all farmers. They can run their system. Farming is nothing but in farming. They are good land. They can run the economy based. It's not about industry. Farming can be processed to many things. They can run their system based on who their people are, who the talent God gave to their people, and be great. So until we go back, all this one Fulani is coming. We have Fulani in Nigeria, but some people doesn't want them to come to their region, whereas they want to go to Fulani region. They want to go and build house in Fulani land. They want to raise their children with Fulani allocation. But they don't want Fulani to come to their region and they are in Nigeria. But when we go back to region, the law will be structured based on protecting the uniqueness of each region and keep on advocating for regional government. Then there will be peace. There will be peace. Everybody will stay in ancestral land and use your own law and based on what you are, what you believe. Your deities, you cannot remove people from deities. Deity is our ancestors. We have different ancestors. We are not going to have the same ancestor. We cannot force our ancestor on Igbo. It's not done. In Igbo land, we know they are Catholic and Africans. Yeah, that's who they are. We cannot go and force Islam. They find it so difficult to accept. Let us in Hausas, they are Muslim. We cannot go and carry Catholicism and conflict because frictions, insecurity, violence, repulsion by the people. We keep on running one system of government in Nigeria. We disrespect people's identity. We try to force people to be what they are not. It causes violence. These things, culture is people. It's alien with them. That's the food we eat is completely different. The way we arrange our family setting is completely different. The way we do our marriages in Igbo, their marriage custom is different from what we do in Rivers State, what we do in Yoruba State. We cannot force everyone to be running the same thing. There's something we call taboo in Hausa. It's not taboo in Yoruba land. It's not taboo in Igbo. So we cannot say that the taboo in Hausa must be forced on the people of Igbo to come on the pretext of unity system. This system is a sham. It's a sham. It cannot work. Nobody. So if we allow those in the regional government, everybody will develop based on their own talent. There won't be jealousy. There won't be friction. Be based on your own region. If you want to go to that person region, yeah, you go there. But you must subscribe to them. That will not be disrespectful. As everybody is shouting, screaming upon each other. Yes, we are all Nigerian, but regional government is solution. Everybody should go back to their region and structure their life with the way the God made them. You're not the one God doesn't make you. You cannot be. And the Indian love to take care of their wives. Other tribes, they don't do that. They can spend all their money on their wives. There's nothing bad in doing that. You cannot force them to change their custom. You cannot force the first custom of major concussion and spread it as solution for everybody. It's not going to work. We just lie to ourselves. Until we go back, this domineering fighting that everybody, the Indigo are fighting upon, the iPod want to dominate everybody. You keep on going on forever. And nobody will accept that. And we don't cause friction. You don't cause peace. Because insecurity. I plead to Nigeria to consider regional government for peace to reign. For everybody to develop. Everybody is good. Every tribe is good. Everybody fantastically made by God. So until we go back to that regional government under Nigeria's umbrella, and everybody design their lifestyle based on their ethnic, deities, custom, everything, then there'll be peace. You cannot force Igbo woman that to drive through Rapa, to be wrapping a like a Yoruba woman. It's not done. On the unity system, you want them to just drop their two Rapa and be wrapping one Rapa to Yoruba. It's not done. To be uniform, we cannot be uniform. We just fooling ourselves. In every developed country, they know those things. They develop their system based around their uniqueness, around their development projects. We are not developing the same pace. It's going to disturb other people's peace of mind. It's going to cause violence. It's going to for hatred, bitterness, anger upon everybody. And we are going to be crying for it until we go back to that root of who we are. Yoruba know their ancestors to be. We know ourselves. We know ourselves. We all claim the same father. We know. We don't. I don't need to tell someone from Osun State that is not Yoruba. We don't do anything that kind of. We don't even have states. Something from Oyo. We don't do that this thing about Yorubas. Or if you can speak Yoruba, you accept it. But some people in their own region, they don't do that. They are one. They deep Igbo. They not also. We don't have those kind of rubbish in our system. We cannot accept those kind of people introducing that rubbish to our system. We cannot fight against those things. Because in our own region, we don't have differences among Yoruba state. If you are Ogun State, you are Yoruba. If you are Osun State, you are Yoruba. We don't have kind of a deep superior, inferior. We don't have it. I will never accept an alien tribe to introduce those things into what is now for us. So until we go back to regional government, and those people that have us, they have deep, they have not deep. They can run their. There's nothing wrong in running your system like that. Nothing wrong. That's who you are. You've been living like that from century, and you just have been working well. We cannot force them to. We cannot say that they must not have us. They must not have deep. They must not have this. Who are we to force them? Like we're in Hausa, we have people in the Kanuri side. We have people from Maduguri, Bodo side. They have their own thing differently. We cannot force it to be like Igbo. We cannot force it to be like Edo people. We cannot force it. Until we stop this concussion we are making the bit of unity system, Nigeria will not have peace. The domineering fighting will keep on going on like that. We let people live their life based on how the God made them to be. Their identities, their originality. Don't let them fake life. All this fake pretension that we are running around on the pretense or the altar of unity system is chaos, is bullshit. We've lost a lot of people's life on this condition. Plateau fighting all this kind of domineering and all kind of those things. We run the system based on this kind of rubbish. We run this thing. People crying, they hate me, because they want to be like that. You don't be you are alien today. You are foreigner today. But if you run a system that used to people in Akaibo State, their identity is different from people from Igbo land. Their custom, their marriage setting, their way of life is different. We cannot put people together and want to have peace. And we definitely system. I love Nigeria state. But this system is inimical to Nigeria's system, which is it's holding us down. It's causing friction. It's causing unnecessary things. So until we go back to our regional government, there are forefathers who run during their own time. There won't be peace. If they run such system, the people that try like to move to that, they will stay in their region. Now they are not developing their region. There won't be any argument our region is not developed. Because they will be living there. They'll be living there. They'll be using their thing to develop themselves. There won't be any argument of crap. There won't be something like that. Because you'll be based on your region and eat what you have and live what you have. You won't be forced to do things that's not you. Until we go back to the truth and leave this pretentious lie, fantasy that we call unity system of government, Nigeria will not go forward. I sincerely want Nigeria to consider this project. that regional government is only way solution. The Indians will not cry. They will stay in their region. Nobody's forcing them. They own their lands, the ancestral land that are given to them by forefather. They keep their land. Nobody wants their land. They can do all those things. They can have Osu, rope back for Osu, and rope back for deep Indigo, rope back for less Indigo. Nobody cares. Whether it's your region. I'm this Nigerian with Almighty God to not consider the regional government. And those that want industry, yes, you can. This what we're talking now. If for those people that their talent is based on industry, no, those who are talent are based on trades. It doesn't work for people that are traders. It doesn't work for people that are traders. It's inimical to people that are traders. And the majority of them, the trader we know most in Nigeria are Indian. And they have to run their system based on their what they need to run their talent. So this concussion must stop. We must be truthful to ourselves. We must let everybody breathe. We must let everybody breathe. We must let everybody wash their identities. We must let everybody respect their ancestors. We must try to force people, to change people, to be who they are not. It's not going to work. So regional government, whereby everybody run its own region based on its own identity and dates. Date is very important to people. Then we can breathe. We can have peace of mind. We make sure the central government is less attractive. It will reduce the cost of politics in Nigeria because nobody be fighting May to go to the central government. All the effort, all this trouble will be within your region. You fight among yourself to be in any position. They won't be crying for tribalism because the center is no more there. It's no more there. It's back to your power, back to you. You rule your life the way you want to rule it. We hold the same IMF passport. We hold the same foreign policy. We hold the same military. But the central government will be made more non-lucrative. This amount of debt we are having because we are running this system is not worth it. It doesn't worth it. It's not worth losing people's life. It doesn't worth losing businesses. For what? Life is very short. Let us make good use of it. Let us make judicial use of regional government, whereby the government's function will be so effective because power be allocated to the region. We can easily trace where the fault lies. But this biggest, gigantic, inefficient unity system, it encourages corruption, it encourages criminality, it encourages violence, it created insecurity because it's no war. It's just not going to work. But when we delegate power to regional government, it will be more effectively run. We can even trace where criminals lies. Because we got to be local problem solved by local people. That's the way we run. You cannot bring someone from Fulani to go and manage people in India. He doesn't know their identities. You cannot do all this rubbish they are doing. You cannot be someone from Edo State to go to Kanori side to go and manage. How do you know what to manage those people there? How do you want to run those things there? Because you are not part of them. You are alien to them. You don't understand them. You don't live their, you don't feel their pains. You don't know what they need. But regional government, we solve all this problem. Nigeria's solution is regional government. I pray our president-elect, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should consider this thing. It's going to be only is able to have it done for us. We will be hero in Nigeria. All this noise maker, all the criminality, all the Fulanis coming to our invader villages, so Fulanis killing us. We will arise at all. Arise at all. If you go to any other region, you are going to subscribe to their deities, to their ethics, to their law, to their rules. In Yoruba land, we know we only have Christian, Muslim, and traditional worshippers, and we don't have complaint. We even marry ourselves. We don't say Muslim must not be Muslim. Christian, we are Protestants. We are Muslim. We are idol worshippers in our tribes, and we respect those things. But in other regions, they don't want that. Even in Hausa, they don't want that. You can't force it upon them for goodness sake. You can't force it upon them. You must let people preach so that their own life. All this concussion unity system is sham. It's a sham. It's a fraud. It's causing problem for Nigeria. Until we go back to our true identity. Until we go back to what deities our ancestors left to us. and continue that footpath. We keep on having this violence and chatting, abusing, disrespectful. Nobody wants to be disrespected. Nobody wants identity, culture, identity to be disrespected. Nobody wants to be bullied. But this mixture of concussion called unity system, that's what it produces. So we have to go back to unity system. I want my own regional government. I want to subscribe to the roots and cultural heritage of my region. I don't want to be like BPO. I don't want to be like Indigo. I don't want to be like Hausas. I don't want to be like Edo people. They are free to be there, them, but that's who they are. So this mixture, pick and miss. Party. It's not going to work. We keep on fighting up unnecessarily. I want life to be saved. I want job to be created. I want destiny to be protected. I want development of this region to be enshrined. It cannot be enshrined. When people are moving, running up and dropping from one position or the other, killing yourself, mastering yourself, all because of unity system of government. That system is not working anywhere in the world. Even in UK here, everything that happened in Ireland there, I don't even need to know what's going on in Ireland here. They are running themselves in Ireland. They have their news, they have their own setup in Ireland. Even Irish, in Wales here, in Wales, they run their drama in Wales there. They don't need to know their drama in England here. In Scotland, they run their drama in Scotland there. They are this developed democracy. They are not up to 60-something million people. How on earth you have 250 million people running a unity system? That is sharp. That is sharp. In country that have over 300 tribes, mix them together, pack them together. You must be like this. You must be like this. It's not going to work until we accept our differences as our strength. Until we accept the talent God gives to everybody. Until we accept that truth, that unity system of government is a fraud, that cost of imposed upon us by the fraudster that put that coup, that destroyed the regional government, and reject it and go back to regional government. There won't be any peace. In industry, we treated to one side, development is treated to one side, and confrontation upon the people of Nigeria, and cause disturbance, kidnapping, violence, and our young kids will be disoriented. They will turn to criminals, to drug addicts. We have to turn them back to the root. We have to make sure our future are being protected, because our children are our future. But this system we are running is system that destroy destiny of young kids, because we confuse them all. We are telling them different messages from what their region is telling them. We are forcing them, take this. It confuse those kids. We are destroying the inner talent that God make every tribe to be upon. Regional government is moving forward. Everybody should go back to their region. Nothing to be afraid of in your region. You use what you have to better your lot. And Nigeria will be great. We are going to be holding the same passport. We are going to be holding the same foreign policy. They run in Australia. They are running in Canada. They are running every country in the world. How on earth we continue lying to ourselves? How on earth we continue telling ourselves lies, not be truthful to ourselves, that we are originally different. But we are all in the same country. And we celebrate our differences in a beautiful way by using to develop an empowerment of our people and make life more easier. And we mustn't destroy our coming generation. It's very vital and important, because the more they are getting destroyed, the more we are confusing them, their children will be getting destroyed as well. And the country will be going down. Because we continue having unnecessary debates, unnecessary things. Nobody stop people from marrying from that tribe. Nobody stop them. But regional government, the power of it back to the regional government, that people design their governments based on their ethics, cultural heritage, their lifestyle, and what talent they to them. Then we have varieties from every region. You see, development, you celebrate your history. You celebrate your history. You cannot wipe out history. History is part of human being. You cannot destroy history. So this world unity system is a destruction for history. It's making people that doesn't have history. You want to wipe their destiny away from them. You want to reform them, reshape them to bring them to new system of the alien to them. So it's not going to work. Culture, heritage, ethics, and lifestyle is uniquely to each region. So we must go back to that region. The Yoruba people, in memory. They are Muslim, Christian, and traditional water. Yes, we cannot carry that to the Igbo land. You cannot say Igbo must be Muslim, Christian, and we cannot do that. We cannot do that. It's the damn instead. You cannot carry it to those same people. We cannot carry that kind of thing to the to North and tell them you must be Christian, you must be Muslim, you must be. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. Until we go back to that original government and let the destiny of people be molded by what their ancestors be given to them. We can beating the wrong bush. Continue beating the wrong bush. All this nonsense, all this criminal will not stop. People will feel charged because they feel that you are putting them their own tribes. You just you want to force them to be what they are. And we hear when people are during the Hajj, and so many of people they are so bitter about some people going to Mecca. Yes, because that's not them.
Okay.
They don't want it.
Okay, sir.
They don't want it in their region.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, I'm going to cut you a little bit so that we know, because we know we already have a program that we are going to be talking about regional government every Saturday. So please, sir, you have a lot of ideas in this, and I can see that you have a lot of benefit advantages and why we must go back to regional system. Please, sir, in your spare time, if you can put it in a form of a presentation, because this is what we are going to use to lecture people, because this is where we are going to be talking more on it. Understand me? Because we have a special program. Please let us put it in writing. All this, because you have mentioned a lot of things here. That is a lot of, so we need to put it in a proper way, in a presentation, in a Word document, so that when we are discussing and telling people why we need regional system, how the benefit, how it will help us to grow our economy, so that people can understand it better. That way, we will deliver this message perfectly, sir. So I really appreciate.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so, as I said to you earlier, I'm fully in. Let me know when the program will be coming up.
Yes. So for now, we think every Saturday will be good. We talk about regional system. Yeah. By that time, everybody will be at home to listen and all of that. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you for your contribution. Bye-bye. Thank you. All right. Regional government, one of the solution. I think it's one of the solution. For me, I support regional government. A different arrangement that is going to make things work better. Somebody has been trying to call, so the line is open now for you to call. Let us know what you want to say as well. I think I've taken a lot of time as well. So the line is open now. What do you have to say? What is your own contribution on this? We have been talking about solutions, better solutions for the country. I advocate for manufacturing, agriculture, made in Nigeria products. That is where my specialty is. What is your specialty? What do you think will be the best for the country? Please go ahead. I salute you. You're welcome.
I want to appreciate you for the job you are doing.
Yes.
On the daily. Yeah. First of all, let me start with the last caller. See that last caller?
Mm-hmm.
As controversial as suggestions may be to some people, that man who loves Nigeria, that is a great choice.
Can you speak up a little bit, sir? Please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Can you hear me?
No.
Can you hear me?
Me, I can hear you, but just that it's not loud. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I was talking. I said, you see the last caller we just called.
Yes.
That is a true Nigerian. As controversial as suggestions may be to some people.
Yeah.
That man is telling the bitter truth. That is the true Nigerian.
Okay.
From what you said, everything we have said, though there may be some things I would agree with him, but he has said I can go his way. Regional government is the only solution to Nigeria's problems. The moment Abu erupted, destroyed that regional government, that was the day Nigeria's problem started. Sincerely speaking, that man has said the whole truth. And from his speech, you will know this is a man who respects people's family. This is a man who respects people's tradition and culture. Me, myself, I am a Benin. He is a Yoruba man. He has said it all. From what he is saying, he is someone who is in touch with reality on ground in Nigeria. He may not be in Nigeria at the moment, but from what he says, you know, this man understands the fabric of the society of Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the foundation of in which we can start building a new Nigeria. Because you allow the situation doesn't mean you will come and dictate for me in my life. That will never be possible. Like some people are trying to do. You cannot force your way of life or your style of living. You if Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, can listen to our cry, I think this will be, I know it won't be an easy fight, but it can start gearing the nation towards this direction. Regional government, that is the only solution. That is the only solution. And it's going to reduce costs. It's going to, it's positive. That's all I have to say about it. This is the only way out. We can't continue this up and down fight. This is getting us nowhere. We are deceiving ourselves. The man has good intentions. His president has good intentions. Initially, I didn't support it, but when I heard him speak, I knew this is a man who wants to bring Nigeria out of the mess we are in. And that's when I supported him. I followed you, and to God be the glory, is the president today, and nothing can stop that.
Amen.
Because he's getting a good towards Nigeria.
Amen.
So I hope all Nigerians listen and watch your program. It is so enlightening. In all social media platforms, your program is the most enlightening. Jokes apart.
Yes.
This is not a fact. You're giving us reality. And that is the way. You force us to realize your problem before that. Can't keep entertaining ourselves all day and think solution will come from heaven. That's not possible.
Yes.
We have to face reality. Regional government is the only solution. The federal power will still remain. Military-wise, it can still remain, no problem. But economic-wise, regional government is the only solution. You cannot expect me to take the funds from my region and give it to you to use for your region while you are busy destroying your own region. That is not possible. That is foolishness. That is foolishness. People, my brother.
Thank you.
So I hope Nigerians listen and try to understand where this man is coming from. He's saying the truth. That is the truth. I'm not a Yoruba, but I'm still listening to him. And I think this is the only solution. There's no other way out. This is the only solution. I have to respect you as an African woman. You have to respect me as a man. I have to respect him as a woman. I have to respect an Igbo man as a woman. But you have to respect my boundaries. You cannot come and tell me you are bringing business to my place and your plan is to start running for political offices in my life. That is not possible. That is not possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your contribution, though your volume was down, but I believe next time it will be louder. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Yes, I think that is a very wonderful conversation, and that is why we have a special program to discuss about regional government, how we can help us to reduce cost. Many times people talk about the cost of governance in the country, how regional government can reduce cost as well, and all of the other economic benefits. For me, I feel regional system will help in our economy, to add value to our economy, which I think is part of the reasons why people are supporting regional government. So, and all of that, it will be a solution to most of the crisis and all of that. So yeah, so if you want to call in now, the line is open. You can make your contribution, but if you are not available right now, later we can still continue the conversation. Solutions, better solutions, manufacturing, agriculture, made in Nigeria product is where I function, and I'm also offering the opportunity to learn a lot of things, a lot of skills. We are going to be doing our writing programs. If you're interested in cybersecurity, we'll give you the information. If you are interested in starting your company, registering your business, starting a business, setting up your businesses, we are going to help you to do that. We have a gift for different companies or for different businesses that want to start. We can help to facilitate that, to make it work. Help you with your business plan, writing of your business plan, and what you can do, how to set up your factories if you want to set up your factory. All of that we are going to do it, and we are just preparing and making sure that everybody will be on the same level, so that when we start, we will dig into it and will not be distracted by anybody who commenting rubbish. Are you getting me now? I salute you, my blood, Professor Owasofia. Yes.
I salute you, Baba.
I salute you.
Good afternoon, sir.
I salute you.
I salute you. I want to contribute a little bit.
Go ahead.
My brother, I don't know although me, I like regional government too. That was what Nnamdi Kanu start with. Okay. That we should go back to who we are before. Before he entered Biafra. He have said it all. That is why the reason Nnamdi Kanu did a great job. You understand? Not that he did not do the great job, but if people, they are criminal. All of them are criminal. So me, I don't remove one out of them. So why now? Regional government, let them start it immediately. Let them don't waste time. We have to start it immediately because our people are dying. I told you one day, it was not too long ago, I said, you should use your brain, my brother. Because this one now, they are now saying regional government. Why are they not working towards it? Not by saying it, they have to do it. So that everybody will do your own thing. Challenge, there will be challenge, nobody will complain. Stay your region and let us do challenge. If you are good in farming, you go and farm. If you are good in selling business, you go and sell business. If you are good in education, startup education issue, which is sector and school. You understand? So we cannot just be saying it. Tomorrow they will go back and change their mind. My brother, not let anybody deceive you. I don't talk my own. Let them do it. Enough of talking. Let them go back to regional government. It's not hard. The House of Assembly will do it. Let them put it in the book right now, so that our people say they need development. Which development? Development that they will develop after 8 years. The development will spoil. They will start again. Now, so we are my brother, I would ask ourselves a question, because our next generation will not suffer what we suffer. That is the truth. Whereby some set of people, they will just be enjoying, coming to us, they are this, they are that. Our people are dying in the Mediterranean Sea. It will not work anymore. So our eye don't open. So not here, they will come and be saying it. Let them do it fast, immediately. It's not hard. They write book. Who they write book? Who be the advisor? Go the advisor, do it like this. Who they write the book? They go they write book. My brother, see, Nigeria can never work. And see, say when they talk and say, let us do Nigeria to work, it can never work. Let me tell you one thing. When Goodluck Jonathan were there, all the old tribe, there were as an Edo man was a chief commissioner of police. You understand? There were a Calabar man that was this guy that the minister of transport. You understand? They share the post. When Yoruba and Fulani is in the post, only they will put their people. It will not work like that. Now let us go back to regional government so that everybody go do it. Me, I agree with them, but let them do it very fast. We don't have that time to be saying it on social media all the time. Me, I don't get that time. That one will be my contribution. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are talking about solutions and better solutions. And I believe that with all these solutions, we can bring prosperity to the country. Nigeria will work. Nigeria can work. All we need is political leaders and the systems in place. And that is why we are talking about this system. Even if you go to regional, if you don't have political leaders that have the skill, the ability, the capacity, the knowledge to serve the people, you will still have problems in your region. So we need political leaders that will make things to work. We need a system that will make it to work. It is people that will make things to work. So if you don't have the right people, it will not work. It's just like in your family. If you don't have the right person, it will not work. No matter what you are saying, it's somebody that will make it to work. Is that not? It is somebody now. It is somebody. Who is that person? Goodluck Jonathan was there. Did it work? Did it work? We need leaders that can drive it. We need leadership that can drive it. Do you know that when the Niger junta, the Niger Republic junta, when they finally agree to dialogue for peace and democracy and whatever, they had to apologize to the president. They apologized to President Tinubu. Do you know that? They apologized to him for refusing to meet up with the first team that he sent to them, that they were angry because of the ultimatum. It is somebody that commands that respect. There must be somebody that will do the integrity of that person is what will drive that change, man. You must have somebody that have the capacity to drive the change. That is what I'm telling you about. It is somebody that will do it. Let them do it. Let them do it. Who will do it? That is what we are talking about. We don't have such people. We don't have such political leaders. And right now, the only person that I've seen that have that political will, that capacity, the team, the knowledge, the experience to be able to make things work in that country is President Tinubu. That is what we are talking about. And all of us must support him to make that work. I don't know if you understand it. It is somebody that must make it work. It is not violence that will make it work. It is not propaganda or fake news that will make it work. You see now, so that is my idea, and that is why I'm here, spending the whole of my time talking. Even when people abuse me, I'm still here because I know it will work. I salute you. Yes.
Hello, Isima.
Yes. I salute you.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
for the program.
Yes.
You see, as the other caller said, that's why I always say that Professor Wasofia always puts sentiment in her talks. She said during Jonathan,
yes,
when Jonathan was there, he used all the whole region. No. She made a mistake. When Jonathan was there, Minister of Finance is Zibo, Minister of Petroleum is Zibo, Minister of Aviation is Zibo. Everything is Zibo. What's after the regime? What do we have? Problem. She should stop using sentiment that if Hausa and Yoruba is there, they will pack their people there. No, it does not work that way. You will work with those that will favor you. Those who favor Jonathan, and they use Jonathan head. So she should stop talking about when the Fulani and Yoruba is there, they will put their people. Or Nigeria cannot work. She shouldn't have that mentality. And she said she's living abroad. If you have that mentality that your country cannot work, so how can we move forward there? We need to look for a solution. You say you want the regional governor to start, no. Yeah, they should write the book. The National Assembly. No, they don't do things that way. You are not dealing with a secondary school something. You are dealing with the whole country. They have to come together. They have to come together to bring a solution. How to go about it, how to solve the problem. Not for you to just say, let them, no. It can take them years. It can take them like 1 year, 4 years. Okay, bring Jonathan. Jonathan set up what they call that?
The confab. Yes.
Yes. Did it work out?
They already have recommendations that's not been implemented. It's there.
That is it.
Yes.
If they can continue from there, remove something, add something, everything is settled. Not for you to just say everything should start, no. Or they should share money. Our people are dying. Who are the people that is dying? Who are the people that is dying? You should stop talking that rubbish on national TV. Our people are dying. Our people not dying in the UK. Our people not dying in America. Our people not dying in France. Our people not dying in other countries. You should stop using that word. Our people are dying. Our people are dying. Who are the people dying? Is it from our own state that people are dying? You should stop using that word on national TV. What we need is solution. Let all of us come together. Our own generation, let us all come together, find a solution. We have a president now that is listening to us, that is president for the people, by the people, and for the. So let's come together and bring out something for him. Not for us to be standing on all this stupid arise TV talk. War. So where is the war now? Have they not been put to shame? Have they not been disgraced now?
Exactly.
So you should just please. We should stop using negative words on our countries. Our country, we have nowhere to go. Forget about we are in UK here. After we move back to Nigeria. After if you move back to Nigeria, even if you want to die in that place, you still go back to Nigeria. We need a solution that will make our country better. These people started from somewhere. Where they are today, they maintain it. Do we have a maintenance culture in Nigeria? No. Okay, let me give you an example. When Nigeria Airways was working, it is we in Nigeria that destroy it. Everybody want to job. Everybody want to build house. This one want to buy a car. All the whole staff there, all the whole management there, they are packing their people abroad. They are not paying for tickets. And you say you want the Nigeria Airways to function? How will it function? If people are eating the money, you are keeping the money. You do not make any profit for the government. It's only you that is chopping. So how do you want the Nigeria Airways to function? If these people are okay, look at London bus here. per month, do you know how much we are using to buy bus pass? Almost 90 something, almost 100 pounds. Let them calculate in Nigerian money and see. If you don't have money to buy bus pass, will you enter a bus?
You enter. You can't enter.
Will you enter a train?
No.
It's not possible. But in Nigeria, no, they'll say that for where I will enter. We'll drag it, we'll fight. So the mentality of this, it will not work, it will not, we should remove it. It must work. It must work. We must make it work. It must work. We must find solution to it. Please, my brother, thank you for the program. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless our president. And God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you very much for your contribution. I so much appreciate it. Thank you very much. You see, that is the spirit. But somebody said something in the comment section. I want to read it out. His name is George Somwa. She said, or he said, the funniest thing about Nigeria is that the victims are looking for solutions, while the rulers are busy ruining what is left. Ruining what is left. The victim always want the country to work, while the shameless rulers are busy doing what they know best. Psychological problem. So that is what we are saying. We now have a leader that we can hold responsible. If there is any leader that is not making things work, we fight that leader. That is what I stand for. I stand for holding our leaders accountable. The governors, the House of Assembly, the State House of Assembly, the federal, the senators, the councillors. That is what we need to do. If there is any government, any leader that failed us, we should fight that person. So, for example, the governors in the Southeast have failed. Where are the people holding the governors in the Southeast responsible? There is none. That is what we are talking about. So if you say Nigeria is useless, who made it useless? People made it useless. It is the same people that will make it to work. Now we have a government that wants to make it to work. That is what we are saying. You should be ability to transcend from the past. Is that the word? To be able to shift your mind from what has happened in the past to the present. What is the present? We now have a leader, a government that is putting things in place to make it to work. That is what you should be talking about. How can you assist the government in place to make things to work? And that is what we are talking about. Yes, in the past, things have not been working. So now it's a new government, right? If we all contribute now from the start of this new government, with our knowledge, with our ideas, if we present the white paper to this government and they refuse to implement it, then we cannot have a reason to blame them, to hold them, to scatter them, to do all kinds of things that we can do to them. So let us come together. Let us present a white paper to them. Than blackmailing them, than running propaganda and sharing fake news. That will not work. But if we present a white paper, this is what we want. This is where we think we can do. This is what we think we can do to change this narrative, to make things work in the country. If they refuse to implement it, then we can now hold them accountable. That is what we have been talking about. So far, so good. Listening to the city boy and most of the things that we have been talking about, the city boy has been listening, implementing it, making sure that it's working. That is how we know that we now have a government and a president that is ready to make things work. Therefore, we need more ideas, we need more skills, experience, knowledge, people that are ready to contribute and to sacrifice to make that thing work. That is what we are talking about. Nigeria needs to go technological. Africa needs to go technological. We should stop selling our raw materials to Africa, to other people abroad, thinking that is investment. That is stupidity, and that must stop in this government. And if we hear our government selling our raw materials again, instead of them to attract those factories to Nigeria or Africa, then we fight them. This is what we are talking about. This is what we are saying, and this is what we should be doing. Our criticism, our conversation should be constructive, optimistic, positive, so that we can move the country forward. We have been dwelling on negativity for a very long time, talking all kinds of things. It has not worked. For us to make it work, this is the time to make it work, and I believe that we can make it work. If Nigeria go technological, if Africa go technological, specializing or focusing, prioritizing manufacturing, agriculture, we can add value to our currency, to our money. We can encourage made in Nigeria product. By so doing, we can move forward. Regional system can encourage economic development, reduce crises, reduce cost of governance, and we can move the country forward. I know that this thing can work. It is people that will make it work. UK is working because people do it. People make it work. America is working because people are making it work. Leaders there are making it to work. Their political leaders are making it to work. And each time they see the people, the citizens see that something is not working, they come out, they start talking, they hold their leaders accountable until something is corrected. Look at in the UK, they changed their prime minister within the space of 1 year, 2 times or 3 times prime minister within the space of 1 year, until they get something that is working. Even as it stands now, Sunak, who is the prime minister, they are still thinking there's going to be election very soon. So that is how to do it. If you don't, you need a leader that can make it work, and it can work. Felix Nemeka said, Nigeria can never work. Take it or leave it. They make it work. What makes it work? Do something that can work for you. If you say Nigeria cannot work, then why are you living in Nigeria? Why are you causing problems? Because people like you are the ones spoiling it. Who made it not to work? Can you answer that question? Who made it not to work? Somebody make it not to work. So if you remove that person that make it not to work and put somebody that can make it work, it will work. It is somebody that will make it work. The Southeast is not working because somebody not make it to work. So you get the point now. So you cannot say because the Southeast is not working, you will say Nigeria is not working. So correct yourself. Southeast is not working. That is the right word. Southeast is not working. Southeast is not working does not mean that Nigeria is not working. Are you understanding me? So I believe I've been able to correct you. I salute you, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Is it afternoon now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Nsima, thank you for talking about this important topic. And I feel like we need to also have a change of mindset as Nigerians. Like if you want something to work, you need to believe that it will work for it to work. But that doesn't mean that if you believe that it will not work, that doesn't mean it will not work for me if I believe that it will work. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. And it is important for us to change the way we think of our nation. Like I've seen a lot of videos out there how people were actually praising the Nigerian
junta,
new head of state, the junta, and also the Malian saying they are going to attack Nigeria and they are happy about it. It shows their mindset towards the country.
Yes.
It says a lot about what they expect because, like they expect evil all the time. They want something to go bad. They are looking for every opportunity for things to go bad. I remember also I was on a live and the guy was talking about, the senators, they are sharing 200 and is it
2 million
or 30 million?
Yes.
And I said, I asked the guy, is it billion? He said, no, million. He said, no, man. I said, no, that's a small money. So he was shocked that I would respond like that. Like 230 million, how much is 230 million for all the senators? We can't be adding our emotions into everything that we hear. Like, everything is going to bad. Firstly, how can we help the government? Like the Americans, they have this saying that I think one of the presidents said, don't ask what the America will do for you. Do what you can do. Something like that, We need to start thinking, how can we develop our country? You came up with an initiative to help people to learn new skills, right? It's one of the ways. It's not just about the government. It's about us. It's about the people. It's about how you think. It's about your mindset. It's about what you say. He said, from the abundance of the heart,
the mouth speaketh. Of course.
Good. And he says, whatever we say is what will come to pass. If you feel like it will not be good for you, you are cursing yourself. You are not cursing me. You are not cursing Nsima. Nsima is going to be a great person in Nigeria. The people with the same mindset, we also will be great people within the country. So we need to stop thinking this negative energy, like we want everything bad. We want to see the bad in everything. So coming back to the whole thing about the regional thing, because no matter how we try to spin, it is people that make the system work.
Exactly.
Not the system that make the people work.
Yes.
Because the mindset, change here. Tomorrow they will say it's military. If military doesn't work, oh, let's go back to democracy. Hey,
exactly.
Democracy doesn't work. Let's go back. It is the people.
It is the people.
Yes, it's not the system that will make things work automatically. We want people expect something to just you snap your finger and automatically things will start arranging themselves. It doesn't work that way. I always ask myself this question. In America, there are different tribes, there are different people, there are different religion. You know, they've never had this type of like strong issues to say, oh no, a Muslim is leading, or maybe Chicago has never ruled America, so it is the turn of Chicago. They all work together to build the country. But in our case, like in terms of the type of people that we have, the best form of government is what we moved away from, the regional system. The regional system actually ensures that the top is no longer attractive, that you manage your region the way you want to manage it. You know, and we need to also try to hold our leaders accountable. The president is not responsible for your governor in Anambra. He's not responsible for your governor in Ondo. So far, he has done his own part by giving them what is due to them. You know, they get security vote. They get the FAAC allocation. They get all sort of the NDDC money. They get all sort of package. The question is, what have they been doing with it? If the people that are from those states are not holding their leaders accountable, then it's a problem. The president cannot be holding your leaders accountable for you, because if the president does that, you'll be like, no, it's against our tribe, it's against Christian. It's not about all this. It's about development. It's about improvement. If they want to create job creation start from the local government to the state level and before it gets to the federal. So anything we talk about, if you want diversification, each state should think of what they want to focus on. If they want to focus on agriculture, you can say, okay, on those states, we are going to focus on agriculture. We want to produce it massively. We want to export this product. We want to finish the product. We want to package. We want to do all those things. Then focus on it. Not that you will see Lagos State is building airports and you think, okay, you start building airport. How many international airports do we need in Nigeria? How many traffic do you get in your state that you think you will need international airport? So we need to start thinking of what we invest in within the state, you know, rather than investing in elephant project that is not going to bring any benefit. So that is where this holding leadership accountable. We cannot be looking for one perfect system that will make everybody work. No, it is the people that you put in the system that will make the system work for you, not the system itself. So thank you, Mr. Nsima, for this opportunity. I just wish, I hope people are listening, and I hope they are learning to hold their leaders accountable rather than waiting on the side and expecting a miracle. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and God bless Mr. Nsima.
Thank you very much, sir. May God bless you as well. I really appreciate your contribution, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wow, that was a wonderful conversation and all of that. In the comment section, somebody said, for all these things that we have discussed to work, we don't need old leaders. We don't need old leaders. Somebody said Nigerian army should take over. Somebody said Tinubu is an illegitimate president. I can see that all these things are from the Igbos, the Biafra, IPOP criminals from the southeast. You know, I can see all of that and all of that. But the question I asked him, or the question I can ask you now is, how old is your governor in your state? How old is Soludo? How old was Obi when he was a governor? How old is the governor how old is Alex Uti in Abia State? How old is the governor in Enugu State? My brother, we know that you guys are criminals. And I don't want to be talking about that here again. When I see you people, I block all of you. It's like all these comments, I will block all of you. This is not a platform for rubbish. You can go to the southeast and sit at home, because you say you want to sit at home. You understand me? So you go there and sit at home. You go there and do whatever you want to do. But I have told you before that if you want to run a propaganda in Nigeria, if you want to share fake news, if you want to try to bring the country down, we will make sure we treat you as a criminal as well. You understand me? So if you, what I will do is to block all of you on my pages. I've been blocking you people, so I'll block you again. But I can tell you that we are on the right track and our president is taking action to make sure that things are working. And that is why we are saying Nigeria needs to go technological. We need to promote manufacturing and agriculture. We need electricity. We need the enabling environment, like policies that can enable us to do that. And I believe that is what the City Boy is doing. In fact, the latest news is that the commodity ministry that was set up so many years ago that ended in 2000. Now the president is now reviving it back. Are you getting it now? Where is the news? I think I've got the news already. The president is now reviving that commodity market, whatever. What was the name of this thing that was set up that ended up in the year 2000? So President Tinubu is now bringing back the commodity regulation, something that was set up some years ago and was abolished in 2000. The City Boy is bringing it back to be able to regulate the price of food and to see how we can boost the economy. Are you getting me now? I believe that there's also investigation going on concerning the banks. You know, there are so many banks that is encouraging all this multiple exchange rate. There's an investigation that is going on there on how to catch all those banks that have been engaging in illegal exchange rate or transactions. Are you getting me now? You see, I encourage all these Biafra IPOP people from the Southeast to recall all their brothers, to send all their brothers packing from all over the country to go and build their Biafra than to be running a propaganda. That is, I've been saying this many, many times. My brother, your propaganda will not succeed this time around. Are you getting me now? The City Boy is taking action to make sure that the country works. It's going to work. And I know that it's going to work. Your propaganda cannot stop it this time around. And you'll be ashamed of yourself. Just like you guys are destroying the Niger bridge that the government have built for you. You are not talking about it. You are the one that is making your country, your region not to work. The Southeast governors, the Igbos, are making their own region not to work. And when their region is not working, they will now use it to say, oh, Nigeria is not working. So you are the one destroying it. It is not Nigeria itself destroying Nigeria. It is the people. And you are the one. Such that you engage yourself in drugs businesses, illegal businesses across the globe, across the world. And you are the one destroying the name of the country. So we know all these things. We know all these things. And this time around, we're not going to allow it to work again. That is why I'm telling you that, my brother, Nigeria is back on track. Your propaganda will no longer work. The people that is spoiling the name of the country is our Igbos, are the Southeast people, running propaganda, engaging in illegal activities, drug trafficking, illegal businesses everywhere. But that is going to stop so that you know that Nigeria is working. The reason why you have your mouth to talk rubbish against Nigeria is because the federal government has not been disciplining all of you, has not been taking. That is why you continue every day. You want Biafra, you set up a terrorist organization to be destroying the country. And I've told you that this time around you have met the president, the leadership that is going to stop the criminality of the IPOP people, Biafra people from the Southeast. I've said it many times. So it is because that the country have not been stopping this criminality. That's why you feel that the country is not working. So don't worry. The evidence will start happening very, very soon to understand that the country is working. When an Igbo man in Malaysia steals something or engage in drug trafficking or whatever and use it and say, that time he will say it's from a Nigeria. He will not say that it's from Biafra. He will not say that it's from the Southeast. That time they will remember Nigeria. And the country do not take action. That is why you say that the country is not working, right? So don't worry. The country will work. There will be evidence to show that the country will work. You think that this government will keep quiet and allow all these things to happen anymore? So anyways, I have told myself that I'm not going to be engaging in all this criminality. All I can do, I will block all of you. You understand? Because we know that you guys are criminals, causing problems everywhere. You are destroying Niger bridge that the government is building for you. At the end of the day, you say Nigeria is not working when you are the one destroying it. So you see your mentality. So that is why we have recommended that the Southeast should conduct a national orientation program to change the mindset of the people in the Southeast. That is one of our recommendations. Please go ahead, sir. I salute you.
Sima, once again, as my signing tone into your program, A Balagu different town hall.
A town hall, but we can't hear you, sir. Your volume is very low. Yes.
Okay, I say a town hall is different from Balagu. Hope you can hear me.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
So thank you very much for this program again. I really give kudos to you, and I really thank all the callers. Yes, we said it that it's an open debate. So we are not trying to impose our ideas on everybody, but we are trying to share. We believe that this current structure we are using today in Nigeria is not really working perfectly. It needs more restructuring. We believe that we believe in the evolution of more power. Our regional return back to regional system is a good agenda that we need to debate. It is not like I say, I'm not keen to the regional.
We are not forcing people. We are just debating our ideas, right? Sure.
Exactly. So I'm not really keen about the past, but we can look at the benefit of regional system in the past. We can look at the present situation we find ourselves today. So we can coin the current structure that can. We may not likely go back to regional fully, but we may kind of like coin it. For example, in the past, in the 60s, we have 4. We started with 3, and we stopped at 4 before the military scattered everything. Now, today we have 6 zones. We can coin all these 6 zones to be a regional, or give another. What we are trying to look is to bring government to people. That is the problem we are looking. How can we make government close to the people? That everybody will not be thinking of the center. For example, I was about to tell you yesterday before my line went off that now, in this election of 2023, with what the Southeast people did, they deliberately caused a problem whereby their people are moving to go and register their vote. After the outcome of the election, we see that they disrupt election in those areas. For example, in Lagos State, in Nasarawa, in Abuja. So this system is not perfect, it's not good. The electoral system we are using with the current system we are using. If it will not happen. They were telling me, according to some source I had, in 2027, they can't move.
So we have problem with your sound. I don't know why. We have problem with your sound.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yes.
Yeah. What I'm about to say is that now, if you look at it, they created a problem. A sit-at-home problem. There will be no election in Biafra land, whatever. At the end of the day, move from southeast into different other regions. It is not proper for a people can move from Anambra and go and register in another state in less than a month and participate in election in that state. And at the end of the day, they can change the will of the people in that state. That is what will happen in 2023. They can continue because it's out there. You don't live in a particular state. For example, now, you don't live in Akwa Ibom. But you now move in the millions to go there, you create a problem in the region, you now move to Akwa Ibom. Maybe Akwa Ibom voters something is less than maybe 800 or 1 million. Now you move from your region into Akwa Ibom. You can change the will of the people there. That is what really happened in Lagos, in Nasarawa, in Abuja. They left their region in a mass.
And those are the places that the Igbos go to. Lagos, Nasarawa, Abuja. Yes.
Abuja. And if you look at it, they change the will of the people there in the name of one Nigeria. It is not proper. You don't live in that place. At least you must have lived there maybe 5 years or 10 years. That should be before you can participate in their local election. But in this situation, it doesn't happen. They created a problem in a million. If 200, 250 people in each 5 states in Southeast, 250 move from Southeast into Akwa Ibom, that is 1 million. I'm telling you, they can elect a governor for you, and that's what will happen. And do you know what I'm saying? Do you get
I understand, sir. I understand.
So, leave this system in that way, they will continue dominating the rest of us. There's no way an Akwa Ibom people can move in a 100 to Anambra. It is not. I don't see that happen. But they can move. They can take a crisis from region into other people's region and go and change the will of those people in one Nigeria, which is not really okay. You can't just move from Anambra in less than a month and participate in election in Yoruba land. And at the end of the day, you people will change the outcome of that election, of that people, change the will of those people on that in the name of what we don't want that way. So, and apart from that again, one of the callers have said it regarding the regional, the benefit of it. We can look at it. Let's continue debating it. We can coin the regional system we used to have in the past into the present situation we find ourselves today. What we agree is the present system is not really working. Perfect? No, it's not good. It's the military that created it. When the military are creating it, they don't sit down and debate. They do not ask the owner of the land. They don't consult anybody. They just, with a seesaw, they just cut that system, create them the way they wanted, put people in a different states, like what we were discussing about some area in your state, you are cutting into Akwa Ibom, I don't know, for Imo or Enugu. So you have that kind of situation across. But you now have a regional system. It can really make less attention to the center, bring governance close to the people. People can manage themselves, and there will be heavy competition within the region. So it cannot be the past. We shouldn't look as maybe we should go back to the 60s, but we can coin it to the present situation we are using today. To me, I don't really think about we should go back to the same way or 1963 Republic Constitution. No, we can borrow.
That is not what we are saying, sir. We don't say we should go back to the old whatever. The population have increased, so many things have increased. So,
for example, now if you look at the South people, especially the Senate President, he is coming from the angle of resource control, and we know what the Niger Delta Boys started the agitation in early 2000. It's about resource control, which is which is true. And if you look at the Southwest, we are more about regional. If you look at the North want a situation whereby they can control the back to regional a kind of a way. So they too have believed that the regional system will be perfectly for them. So there's no way the Southeast has to agree, or else we put in a referendum there. So if they don't want to agree, then they can find a way and let us move on. But the more important thing is that we need to continue open this debate. This system must be changed. We need to look at it. Regional system is the best way, but that is not saying that we should impose it on others. So others can bring their own ideas. So because the city is a listening one. I know it believes in structuring. I know it believes in evolution of power to the close to the people. So what kind of evolution of power do we really want? What kind of restructuring do we really want? So we got to continue this debate. And regional system one is more perfect. It can include a lot of people. It can bring governance close to the people, which is very good. And we can coin it to our present situation we have. It's not compulsory that we should really go back to a parliamentary system of government. No. With the current system we have, but maybe tinker with it. Maybe try to see that if we can get away with the states. We don't really need those states. Let's go back to, let's have each. We have six zones today. We can coin that 6 zone to region, making a 6 region, remove those states, create more local government, use the sensor data. Every 10 years, we use the sensor data to raise the local government based on the population. They can set a requirement, a parameter. How many population do we need to become a local government? They can set it up. If we have the sensor data, we can look at the sensor data. Okay, we can look at, okay, fine, if you are up to 1 million, they can count that as a local government. They can count that as local government. Every 10 years, we can expand. So from there, we can have the 6 regions be made, creating more local government that will be closer to the people, having a kind of a mayor or maybe elected somebody or a mayor or a minister who can manage each zone. But The key important thing is that let the resources come back close to the people. Let people enjoy governance. The federal government is there. We have our local government who is functioning. So everybody will go and hold their local government. So we manage ourselves within the local government, within a region. That will be more active. That's an idea. So I think that will be more okay. But I know the state governor will not agree, but we never sat down together to create all these things. We never agree. We used to have local government in the regional, in those days, we used to have regional and the local government and the federal. So that is perfectly okay. So we can keep the house of the two, we can keep the National Assembly, they can combine. Then the House of Assembly, we can decide to do maybe, we can get
so sir, thank you very much. Can you put your idea on paper so that we'll have a presentation, because different people will have idea of how they want the regional system to be. So please, sir, please, I want you to do this job. This is our dedication to make sure things will work in this country. If you put it in writing in form of presentation, write it up. Maybe I can put it in presentation. If you write it on paper, let us know your own idea of regional system, sir. Put it on paper so that, because we are every Saturday, we are going to be discussing about regional system, how we can work. Different people will share different ideas so that we can move. Exactly. You understand? Because now this regional system, what is your own time frame that this can be implemented? Because there's going to be time frame. It's not going to happen today. It cannot happen tomorrow. So you need, when you are presenting your regional system, how long do you think this can be possible? When? But now we still need to function. We still need to make things to function. Electricity, we can have electricity company tomorrow next. We can have things to work first until when these other things that we are planning will be put in place. So that is why I'm saying, sir. Yes, the idea is regional system. But what type of regional system? Put it in writing, arrange it. You'll be given opportunity to present your idea. Other people will listen. Other people will come with your own idea. And then that is how, at the end of the day, we will come with a solution that will make the country work. I think that is the best way to approach this. Yes.
Perfectly okay. Yeah, like I want to say that it's not that maybe it has to start in this dispensation or in this. No, it can be the future one. It's something a work in progress. It's not something that we as a Nigerians, we need to open the debate. Then to the elected National Assembly, then we need to debate it. You know how to change our constitution. It has to go through National Assembly.
Let me tell you what most of you don't understand. The City Boy movement can go to the Parliament, can go to the Senate to present an idea. We have the ability to do that. So that is why I'm saying, do it. Let us have it, even if it's in form of a white paper, a presentation. We agree, and then we present the idea. They will be discussing it. We can talk it. So that is what we want to do. Things constructive. We don't want to be part of the people running propaganda and causing problems in the country. We want to support the government to make sure it's successful. And we have representatives. Remember, we have almost 36 representatives in every state. We need now to have it in the local government so that we can hold our governors accountable. That is what the City Boy movement is about. And let me also use this opportunity. If you want to be a representative in your own local government, please come forward, because we are making sure that we hold our government accountable to make sure things work. And we are not joking here. Some people think that we are joking. We have the power to remove a governor. We have a power to hold a governor accountable in every state in Nigeria. If you want it, if you want to try it, just see, you will see it. So this is what I'm trying to explain. But we want to make sure we follow the democratic process. We want to make sure we follow the law and make sure it works. That is the idea, and that is what the City Boy movement is about, sir. Are you getting me? Thank you very much. I salute you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me pick up another call. Hello, please go ahead.
Hey, bro. Welcome, sir.
I salute you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, long time. Yeah.
Long time. You have been running away, Abi.
No, I've not been running away. I've always wanted to call you on your broadcast, but I could not reach you.
Yeah, please go ahead. You are here now.
Yes, sir. It's a very good idea if they can go back to regional system of government. But this motion you are talking about, do you think it's going to work out? Do you think some regions will agree to that? Especially the Igbos. The Igbos that are deceiving us that they want to leave Nigeria. They don't want to leave Nigeria. The Igbos are only using reverse psychology for us. They want to use that agitation to remain in Nigeria, because Nigeria has always given away to them. You know, they cannot let them go to the level of National Assembly and Senate. They will be the first set of people that will oppose this. They will never agree to it.
No problem. We want them. See, my brother, see, these things should be done properly. It's not before when history, they burn down history, they remove history, and nobody know the truth. You know, let us do it the right way. When we begin to encounter the problem, then we know the people that are causing the problem. This is the same thing that we are telling the government to do. Tell us your ideas. Tell us your policies. Tell us implement the system. Inform us, update the citizen. Let us know who and who that are the cause of the problem. Are you getting me now? You can't say the Igbos will reject it because we have not done it before. You have not done it yet. Let us forget about what has happened in the past. If things have been done the right way, anybody that rejected will know what they want and what they, because if they become a problem, then we can know, we can design a punishment for people that become a problem to the country to move. You understand? So I will not say it's a good thing for you to say, oh, the Igbos will reject. We already know their system. We already said that the Biafra thing is for Igbo presidency. We already understand their concept about it. But now they are going to criminality, which we cannot allow criminality to happen. I don't know if you understand my point. So yes, so we understand that there's still going to be opposition. There's still going to be people that are going to oppose it. What about the North? Some people say the North might reject the idea of regional system.
So the North is just taking advantage of what it's not as if the North will not also like it like that. Do you understand, Sam? So and then as well the Middle Belt. The only regions that are calling for this regional system of where the South and the Southwest. What do we call it? The North Central, they may not like it. They will not like it. They will not subscribe to it. The Northeast, the Northwest, they will not like it. But it's not as if they will now reject it like the way Igbo will do. The first set of people that will hate it is the Igbos, then followed by maybe some people in the North. Because it's not going to pay them. It's not going to pay them at all.
No, we are not going to do things. We are not going to design a system that will bring problem again. That is, see, understand the concept behind regional system is to make sure that things work for every region, for every area. I don't know if you understand. So if we are designing a new system that will still bring problem, then what are we doing? We are still repeating the same thing. So that is why we say the beginning of this idea is conversation, just like we are discussing. We are starting the debate and we are going to discuss. That is why I said that different people have different idea of how they want their regional system to be. I don't know if you understand me. So we will look at the best regional system that will work for everybody, that will make everybody to feel belong, part of the larger body, which is Nigeria, and all of that. We need to design a system. The reason why we are saying the system is not working today is because some people feel marginalized, some people feel they are not benefiting, some people feel like their resources are being not used, their resources are being used to give to other people who are not adding value to the country. Is that not? So we need, if we are designing a system, that system should be able to solve these problems. I don't know, sir, but it cannot totally eradicate every problem, but at least it will get, we will have a system that can solve up to maybe 95.5 or 99.9% of the current system. And then we can now look at for alternatives to add to other issues to resolve all these issues. Are you getting me? But there is no country in the world that do not have problems and challenges. That is why you keep having different leaders who will come with different ideas to change this, to continue to add value to the system. I don't know if you understand me. So this is what we need. I so much believe in the City Boy government, and I believe that it's a government that listens, give us opportunity to share our ideas, and he will do it, and he will make use of it. So let us present it in form of dialogue, conversations, debate. The North can tell us their fears. The Igbos can tell us their fears. Every region can share their concerns, and then we can see how we can incorporate it into a system that works. My brother, even this system we are running can work. The problem is the people. Is leadership. Is training. We don't have it. The governors, nobody holding them accountable. The local government, nobody holding them accountable. That is why it's not working. But if we have a government that is ready, that is really want this to work, it can work. So that is what we are saying. No matter any system you put in place, it is people that will make it work. That is why in the UK, in America, you don't need to go to university to be anything. As long as you can read and write, you have the common sense, the basic education, which you understand English or any form of language, you can read and write, you can communicate. Every job can be trained. every system can be trained. You can train on any system and it can operate.
Yeah.
That is where my job is. For example, I'm into production, engineering, manufacturing. We can design any process for anything. You don't need to be an expert. But when we design the process, we test it, we do trials, and we standardize it. So even if you are a zoologist, you are not an engineer. But when we standardize the process and train you, you can operate it. You can follow the procedures and operate it. That is what we are talking about, sir. So no matter any system we are designing, if we don't have the right people in place, the right person in place, the right leaders in place, it will fail, sir. That is my idea of our conversation. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know, the majority, I'm not, all these things you have been saying, I actually subscribe to it, but I'm just saying the possibility of this regional system of government coming in is going to be a little bit difficult, because majority of the people in the Senate are coming from a region where they don't really want it, because they love this unitary system of government. They think it is going to pay off for them. So that is just my own idea.
So what do you think is the solution? What do you think is the immediate solution? Because of course there's always 3 months, 6 months immediate solution to 5 years vision and objective. So what do you think is the solution? What do you think is the immediate solution that can make things work?
Let's continue with this unitary system of government for some times. But if it doesn't work out the way Tinubu is doing it now, if it doesn't work out, we cannot fall back to that.
Of course, of course. Of course. Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution. I so much appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yes.
All right. Okay, if there's anybody that want to call in and make a contribution, perfect. You can call in and make a contribution. You see what I'm saying now? Some people say let unity system continue. Some people say let regional system continue. But in all these systems, it must be somebody who will operate it. So why don't we invest on training our leaders, on holding our leaders accountable? Because in all the system, it is leaders, it is people who will operate these systems. So I believe that is why in the UK, training is very, very important. And somebody called in, one of the ladies called in from the UK and said, we lack the culture of maintenance. Maintenance include training. Training. If you build your house and there is nobody taking care of the house, my brothers and sisters, that house will collapse. No matter how beautiful that house is, it will collapse. It will not work. It will be dirty. It will not be clean. You need somebody to operate it. You need somebody to maintain it. So training is what we lack. Training, ability to train, training, capacity, leadership, skills, ability to listen, negotiate is what is actually missing. So some people will say they want unitary. Some people will say they want regional. Some people, but in all these things, it is people. Are you ready to hold people accountable? Even in Igbo land, as we speak, Igbo leaders are not even doing good for their own Igbos. So that is the problem we are talking about today. I salute you.
Hello, Baba. Sorry, I hop back in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please, my brother. My brother, we stand on regional. Do you know why? Let us not be biased here. We will keep on fighting for regional. Why is that? It's not how the Hausa people think. Not how that is the way Calabar people think. You know, we all think differently. You understand? For example, people, you see with the way they reason and their thickness. So let them go back to their region. You understand? After the regional government, if they don't like the system, they can leave. You understand?
Yes.
So we have to stand on regional government. So we must go back to our regional government because another one is that, do you know that the corruption we are singing about now, do you know that you cannot from the south to go and fight the southwest if there is corruption? We can't fight their leaders. The southwest people that will fight their leaders. Likewise, the Igbo people that will fight their leaders if they rob them or if they put them in the mess. Likewise, our people, they are going to fight our leaders. So the regional government will be very, 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 very
effective.
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
Yes, my brother. And it will not take long time. Let them not be saying a regional. It don't take long time, my brother. Don't let them move. We are going back to our regional system of government. So that we can hold our leader accountable. That is how we can hold our leader accountable. You understand? Not that Ekwe Igbo man, when he steal, he will go and get favor from the Abuja or from the West in Lagos. No. It doesn't go like that, my brother.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Why is it difficult for us to hold our state governors accountable?
Yes, okay, good question. Thank you. We cannot hold them accountable. You know why? They find favor from other regions. When we are in regional government, we can hold our leader accountable. They cannot steal and go to the, for example, to the west or to the east and go and sit down there. It will not work. We treat them fuck up in our own region. You understand? We treat them fuck up in our own region. It's the people that owns the land. Don't let anybody deceive you. When the people march out today and said, this governor is not doing us well, doing not well, we want to keep on protesting for 2-3 months. They will throw out that government from there. Don't let anybody deceive you. Regional system of government is very perfect, my brother, so that we can hold our leader. It will be easy for us to hold our leader accountable. That is my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. I so much appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I salute you. All right, guys. I think that's going to be my last caller today. I don't want to continue again because I've taken a lot. I have some other things I want to do now. Now, just more updates. President Tinubu's administration set to return Nigeria's commodity board in the coming weeks. Of course, the Nigerian Commodity Board was set up in the year, stopped functioning in 2000. It was established in 1950, and it later stopped. But the City Boy is bringing it back, and this Commodity Board will encourage and promote, regulate the production, pricing, and distribution of key agricultural commodities. And the hope is that it will help to boost the economy and ensure food security. That's number one. The other update also is that there's already investigation going on in the Ministry of Agriculture over a series of issues and corruption and a lot of money mongering. And just to add, we have seen lots of people running a propaganda about El-Rufai ministerial nomination and all of that. I want to assure you that El-Rufai will be minister if the president wants him to be the minister. I get him in. I'm expecting El-Rufai to be part of the ministers because maybe he can contribute a lot based on his knowledge and experience in terms of power or electricity and all of that. I know that El-Rufai will still be our minister. Are you getting me now? If there's need for that. Are you getting me? So, guys, I want to bring this program to an end. We will continue this conversation because I think we are gradually getting to where I actually want us to be talking about and discussing and debating solutions. We can bring solutions. We can be part of it. Nigeria is working. We can be part of the people that will contribute to the system to work. Are you getting me now? So solutions. Let Nigeria go technological. Let Africa go technological. Invest in technology, manufacturing, innovations. Stop selling our raw materials to foreigners. Selling of our raw materials is not investment. It's stupidity. We should stop being stupid and exposing ourselves to foreign bodies and countries and leaders thinking that that's investment. Let us bring the company, let us partner with the companies that can add value to our raw materials and make the country a better place. That will boost our economy, increase the value of our money, encourages made in Nigeria product, made in Africa product. Then by so doing, we can compete with international bodies, international community, and then nobody will be telling us that they want to provide us aid when we don't need aid, when we have the resources. They give us aid in exchange of our raw materials. That is stupidity, guys. And I want to tell you that we can do a lot of things about that. The annual vacation allowance of 109 senators is what was found in one of the accounts of one civil servant at Ministry of Agriculture as 6 months inflow. Is currently helping the ICP. I don't understand what you mean on that. If you want to call in and explain that, I can give you a chance. I don't know what you're talking about because I don't have idea on that yet. So I can't talk about what I don't know. Anything I talk about is what I understand. So please, I don't have any idea on this. Maybe next time in another broadcast, we can talk about that, okay? We pray for our president to be strong and healthy, to have the right skills, good health, and to be able to choose the right people to work with him to achieve success. That is our prayer. It is people that will make things to work. It will be people that will make things to fail. So now we have the right president, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We pray for good health, knowledge, understanding, wisdom, and the right people to work with him to achieve success We pray for all of us to be strong and healthy, to have the patience to contribute, to use our skills and to volunteer to make sure that this country works, because we believe that it can work. It worked before, it can still work this time around. So that is our prayers, guys. May God bless all of you. May God bless our president. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Guys, of course, you know my name. My name is Akparawa Nsima, the first son of Idu and from Akwa Ibom. Our job is to make sure that we continue to fight in order to protect and to defend our land, guys. Stay blessed and bye for now. Until I come your way next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye for now.